If this is the first time you've downloaded our podcast, welcome. My name is John, and my wife, Jen, is next to me getting ready to pour the wine for the day. Oh, there she goes. She is like a Foley artist herself. She is pouring into the microphone a heavy glass, a heavy pour.
Sunday.
It's Sunday. Exactly. We just had the first day of school tomorrow. No big deal.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, I can tell. Thank you for listening to our show. We are a married couple who likes to travel with our kids.
Yep.
That's the whole idea.
Sometimes without our kids.
Mainly without our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They bring you down.
Well, they cost a lot more.
What we like to do is celebrate the fact that we're doing a trip without the kids. And then the whole time on the trip, talk about how we miss our kids.
It is the worst.
I know.
It really is. Like, we look forward to going on a trip. We have a trip coming up, just the two of us. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be so fun. And then at the same time, I'm like, I'm going to miss them.
And we do.
And we're going to talk about them the whole
Constantly.
time. About how, like, it'd be so fun if they were there.
And we think of things we should have done as a family.
Yes.
Instead of the two of us.
But if they were there, it'd be like, oh, you know what would be so great? If they weren't here.
We just are not happy no matter
Nope.
what. Yeah. So if this is the first episode you've listened to, going to invite you to go back, listen to other episodes. If you like what you hear, give us a review. If you're listening through Apple, 5 stars, a couple kind words.
Only good reviews, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Someone gave us a 3-star. It hurts.
Oh,
I
boo.
know. And also make sure you follow us on Instagram, which is Our Savings starts tomorrow. I mentioned you were pouring wine. You're back to the day owl.
Yeah, back to my steady Eddie.
It's really just a constant rosé that we keep in this house.
Rosé all day.
Jen likes to have
Rosé all day, every day. No, sometimes I work.
She likes to have a couple of glasses or bottles before the podcast to make sure it's loose.
Yes.
She wants to be real.
Real.
As they say. In fact, I was writing out today's show plan. We're going to talk about Bear Lake, which
Yes.
is right on the border of Utah and Idaho. And you were like, nah, I don't want to look at it. I just want to be loose and real.
Yes, off script.
Which scares me so much.
Yeah, I know. We might have to do this twice.
And if you are interested in having us or be a sponsor for us, by all means, please do reach out to us. We always love our sponsors
Yes.
so much as well. All right. Bear Lake is
Bear
called the Caribbean of the Rockies. Is it the Caribbean or the Caribbean?
Oh, I think Caribbean.
Caribbean of the Rockies, Caribbean of the Rockies.
The Caribbean
Well,
of the Rockies.
Is it okay? Finish the sentence. Pirates of the
Caribbean. Ah, damn it.
right. Exactly. Right. Because the water there is like it looks like you're there in the Caribbean
Or Caribbean. You know what? I did not believe this. People would tell us this. They're like, no, the water is so beautiful. I'm like, it's a lake. Calm yourself. But you know what?
It's gorgeous.
It's crystal clear.
Yeah.
It is like the ocean.
It's like going to Turks and Caicos.
Yes.
But no, you're in the middle of a lake that is straddling Utah and Idaho.
Uh-huh.
And I never thought we would be doing a podcast on Bear Lake because it's just this random lake.
Right.
But we met so many people who have traveled
Yes.
from other states to go to this specific lake.
Yeah, because it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You can jet ski, you can go sailing, you can go boating, you can fish, you can swim. They have a bunch of sandy beaches. And then the wintertime, there's snowmobiling and ice fishing and snow skiing. So
And a cute little town.
I know. Yeah, there really is.
Yeah, it's a cute town.
So when we got to Bear Lake, the first thing we did was we went to the north beach of Bear Lake, which is actually the Idaho side.
Yeah.
And that's more like, to me, that was more of the beach side of the lake.
Yeah. Well, because there's north and then there's south,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like the
And-
Crips and the Blood.
Yeah.
You got to choose your side and then they jump you in.
I feel like it was definitely more party.
North Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, people were like posting up for the day. They
Because
had their-
Idaho.
Yeah. Different liquor laws there
Yeah.
in Idaho.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't think about that actually.
Yeah, and I mean, people got set up early.
Yep. They
They-
had their canopies,
They
their
had
barbecues.
music.
Yep.
They were ready to stay and play.
Yes.
And one of the coolest things I thought that was on the North Beach, that's where the Bear Lake burger boat pulls up.
That was cool.
And it's just this, think food truck, but on the water.
Yeah.
It's a big yellow boat, and they do $9 burger and chips.
Yeah.
And the line.
Was ridiculous.
Yeah, so they pull, I don't know, to where it's like 3 feet deep maybe.
Uh-huh. Well, you can go out really far.
Yeah, the shelf, it takes forever to get
Yep.
to. And so you go all the way out there, and the burger boat just sits out there, and it smells so good.
It does smell so good.
It smells amazing the whole time.
Well, it's like the only food out there. Unless you brought your food.
Which we didn't.
Nope. 'Cause we don't plan well.
Because we didn't listen to a podcast like this one
Yep.
to know how to travel right.
Pack a picnic.
Yes.
Or plan on bringing some cash for the burger boat.
Yeah. In fact, just do that.
It was fun.
$9 burger and chips. You can't get a deal like that.
I know.
It's perfect. So that's the north side. And then the south side is the Utah side, which is where the Bear Lake State Park is.
Yeah,
actually.
it was a lot more shady over there.
Rocky, too.
Yeah, there was like more trees and yeah.
Just depends on kind of what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bear Lake, if you ask anyone who lives in the area, is known for their raspberries, which I learned a fun thing.
How do you spell
Did
raspberry?
you know there's a P in the word raspberry?
I'm embarrassed to tell you how I spelled it.
You spelled it raspberries. So,
I don't know.
it's raspberries.
Raspberries.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
And they even have Raspberry Days, which just happened a few weeks ago.
Oh, we missed it.
But because of the drought this year, Bear Lake, which is known for the raspberries, they're out of raspberries.
Oh.
But that's just life today. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and they didn't have wings. So why? Of course, Bear Lake would be out of raspberries.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's 2021.
But they have raspberry days, but
Yeah.
they're also just known for their raspberry shakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like the thing.
That's their thing.
As you drive into Bear Lake, every billboard you see is a different restaurant saying that they have the best raspberry shake.
Yes.
It's like when you go to New York and everyone claims to be the first pizza place.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Bear Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I did some research. There's a place called Le Beau's.
Okay.
I think that's the original shake place.
Really?
They have two locations right next to each other.
Did we go to one of them?
We did not go to Le Beau's.
Okay.
No, that would...
God, we're so good.
We like flashy things. We're all about showbiz.
Yes.
And Zips.
That's where we went. Zips.
Zips look cool.
It did look cool. I thought it was delicious.
It was great. Yeah. So
we had like 2 different raspberry shakes when we were there. I got to be honest with you. They both taste the same.
they all taste the same. It doesn't matter where you go. It's all just raspberries with some vanilla
people
ice
in Bear
cream.
Lake are going to start hating on us. That's our 3-star reviews.
That's who is giving this. Look, they're all the same. It's fine. They're all good. Zips is cool also. Like they have like skis as chairs.
Yeah. They have
and
cool.
good
That's like
fried
a
food.
cool
Yeah.
place.
There's no adults working, at least when we were there. I swear it was like Children of the Corn. There was not one person over the age of 23,
Oh, I was going to say even younger.
21, 19.
19.
They were all real. Like I'm saying from
It was like 15 to 19-year-olds that were running that town.
checking us into where we stayed,
Yep.
the restaurants, the boat that we rented. I'm pretty sure the police officer was on a tricycle. Like everywhere, they were so young. Where are the adults?
I know. Well, because it's like a little vacation town.
I want to be like, where are your parents?
Yeah. I know. They all live in some camp down the road, and then they work in all these shops during the day.
So we also did eat at a place called Cafe Sabor, which is like the Mexican restaurant in town.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm going to Bear Lake, I'm not looking for Mexican food.
I know, but I was just so burnt on like burgers.
And we did a lot of burgers that trip. So we stayed at the Conestoga Ranch, which between us, our kids have never truly camped.
Nope.
They don't understand what camping actually is. We've only gone glamping.
They think that this is camping.
Yeah. When we checked in at the Conestoga Ranch, we then got into a golf cart, which drove us up to our covered wagon.
Yes.
And they carried the bags.
Yes.
So embarrassing.
This is the second time we've stayed in a covered wagon.
Yeah. And they have like a fire pit that they light for you. So this is our kids, what they think camping is.
Well, it's the only camping I'll ever do.
So when they finally have a friend who's like, hey, do you want to go camping?
Oh, they're going to be
And they're looking
sorely
around for the golf
disappointed.
cart to drive them to their tent. They're in for a world of disappointment.
Yes.
Because that's not how it goes. Now, at the Conestoga Ranch, you get to choose between wagons or tents, like teepees. I really thought the tents looked cool.
I wish we would have stayed in a tent.
We chose the wagon because it was cheaper. There's bunk beds in the wagon and like a hardwood floor, and it's kind of off the ground.
And it has a king-size bed in the back.
Yeah, it's good size, and there's like electricity in it.
Yeah, like we were able to charge our phones. There was a light in there.
Yeah, but it shakes a lot because it's like on the wheels. It traps in the heat a little more than I think a tent it. I don't know.
It was so stinking hot in there.
We stuck our head into a tent that wasn't being used, and it just looked nicer.
It did.
So if we could afford it next time, I think I would do the tents. But it was fine.
Yeah.
For what it was. One of the hardest things was there were these cats that were fighting every night outside of our wagon. And so you would hear like all night as we tried to sleep. And then you had to, as you do when you camp, you have to walk to the bathroom.
Yeah, I did not like that.
And I was always afraid I was going to get in the middle of some kind of cat brawl as I walked over there. So
there was also like bugs in our tent.
We had a wasp in our wagon.
And I did not bring enough sleep aids.
You brought a few bottles of wine, but that was not enough of a sleep aid for you.
No. Oh my God. I slept horrible.
They had like a small general store.
People think like, oh, you sleep so well when you camp.
You never do.
No.
That's any kind of camping,
It's so hot, and then there was ugh. Why do people do that?
They have a great restaurant at the Conestoga Ranch called the Campfire Grill.
It was so good.
And it's like high end, like cool, the wine. I don't know. There was the menu, I think, was written in Sanskrit. It was just like a really nice.
No, we had like a really nice dinner there.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we ate there twice.
Yeah,
Two really nice dinners
we
there.
could only do so many raspberry shakes at Zips.
I know.
So we had to do something else.
Back to the resort, though, when we stayed there, it's open bathrooms, though.
Yeah.
And we've stayed at another place like this, another camping place like this, and you actually got your own bathroom.
Yeah.
This place, it was shared bathroom.
Like a normal campsite.
And but they were, don't get me wrong, very nice bathrooms.
Yeah.
Like fresh towels. There was like amenities.
No,
there.
please complain to me about
But I had to share it with other people.
And that was the big problem that you had.
Well, now you're making me sound like a jerk.
Well, we were camping.
We were glamping. Anyways.
There's also, though, which we realized once we were there, they have some really nice like hotels at Bear Lake that are on the lake.
Yeah.
And then they have a private beach out in front.
That would be really cool.
Conestoga Ranch was a little further away from the lake where you have to drive every day.
Yeah. But we did take bikes. They had little bikes. We took bikes.
We biked into town every day.
We biked into town and got some breakfast. And
then one day what we decided to do was rent a pontoon boat.
Yes.
And
I love me like some time on the water.
It's the best. Here's the thing. They really don't make sure you know how to drive a boat.
Oh, no.
Or
Again,
anything.
well, it was like a 12-year-old that handed you the keys and was like, here you go.
The only thing they said was stay out of the middle of the lake because it's a big lake.
Yes.
They're like, stay towards the edge, you'll be fine.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, Skippy, off you go. Don't you have Cub Scouts to get to?
Yep.
And so we get in this pontoon and we go out, and it was a great day. We brought some beverages and some snacks and had a picnic.
Yep.
And
we got sandwiches and stuff from a local little deli.
And we just floated along Bear Lake, and the kids jumped in and swam. And
Yep.
And then towards the end, I decided to, as the captain that I am,
take us around the lake.
I wanted to give you guys a tour.
Yep.
In our pontoon.
Yep.
And Skippy was right. You should not take a pontoon in the middle of Bear Lake.
Nope.
Especially in the afternoon when it gets windy.
And it gets windy.
Next thing you know, there's like swells.
Big swells.
Taking over the side of the pontoon boat. Like crashing into us, knocking things to the side. It was like being in the hurricane on the cruise ship. And now the kids are freaking out.
Yes, because the water is like...
Yeah, we're taking on water at this point.
We're taking on water. I think it washed away like a pair of Ella's like flip-flops.
Oh, they were gone.
It was traumatic. And then
you're
you're riding it.
Yeah, riding the waves, trying to get back just to the
shore. You're like Captain Dan in the middle of
Lieutenant Dan. I was up there yelling at the clouds.
Oh, my God.
And it took... Pontoon boats also do not go fast.
No.
So it doesn't matter how fast you want to get out of the storm. You're not going to go any faster than 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, and we were going against the current. So by the time we got back, the kids are just traumatized.
Yep.
They don't ever want to go on a pontoon boat again.
No.
But it was cool, though. On the docks, they had fish food.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of cutthroat fish in there, and you could actually just throw in some food, or like Ella did, all the food at once.
Yes.
And the amount of fish.
It was crazy.
It was like a cool aquarium experience.
You could like actually reach down and like touch them.
Yeah.
It was
I threatened to throw them into there.
Oh, that was also traumatizing.
Yeah. So all the way around, we made a lot of great memories, I would say, with Bear Lake. So I don't know, would you go back?
Oh, I cannot wait to go back, actually.
So it's something you do again.
Yes. I'd love to stay in a hotel. I'd love to stay closer to the water.
There's also an RV, I should mention, an RV campsite over by Bear Lake State Park. So on the south side, where you can bring your RV or your camper up and you can just post up there.
Yeah.
Airbnb, I know we've had friends who have done it where there's all these like nice houses on the lake and you can actually just rent one of those. In fact, my buddy was just at Bear Lake and he said he found a person who owns a boat and he actually comes with the boat. So you don't have to have me driving it. You can actually have this guy who lives up there.
An experienced captain?
Yeah, like a riverboat captain himself. And he just feels like it's better for him to do it so no one destroys his boat.
Smart.
And I guess he even brings some beverages along for you.
Oh,
and drives the boat all day. And then you get to sit there and not stress about everything.
No, that's smart.
So I would do it that way.
Because you can rent all sorts of stuff up there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can rent jet skis. You can rent regular ski boats. And you can rent pontoons. And
there was these like trampolines, like these water trampolines that they would tow out and anchor for you. And you can rent them for 2 hours. And then your kids would just swim out and like jump on these big blobs.
That looked fun.
I know. Next time, I think we would do that over the pontoon.
Yeah. The water is cold.
It is.
It's a little cold, a little chilly.
Yeah, it's not the temperature of the Caribbean. It's just the look.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling it's so weird. I will say, when we were in the middle and I don't know.
We were just floating
around.
I never dropped the anchor.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there was an anchor on that thing.
But when we were swimming, it's crazy to be in a lake and be able to see your toes.
Yeah.
When you're in the water.
Oh, yeah. Or the fish is swimming below you.
Yes.
That'll freak you out.
Yes.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Bear Lake, if you've never been, fly into either Boise or you could fly into Salt Lake City. I would assume those would be the two closest places to do so. You can drive out from Salt Lake. It's 2 hours away. I think it was 2.5 from Boise or 3 hours.
Okay, yeah.
And then also a lot of people came from Wyoming to go there as well. So there you go. That is our latest episode. I did want to say thanks to those in France who are listening to us.
Oh, I know. That's so cool.
We are now an international podcast. We are charted here in the United States.
Yes.
And then we started charting in Canada. And then just last week, we started showing up in France. So yeah, if anyone wants to offer us their place so we could come out and hang out there and have a few baguettes, we would absolutely love that. Again, review, and then we're going to post photos of our Bear Lake trip this week, so you can always check it out on Instagram. And our Instagram handle is Our Savings Starts Tomorrow.